Welcome back to the 3D Botmaker Diecast Racing League. It's time for a new tournament in Super Stadium Racing.
Bring on that big air.
This time we are racing supercars.
I hope that equals super air.
We have made one change to the track since the last series. The first jump has been removed. A lot of times it seemed to be slowing down the drivers, and we're trying to maximize the speed going into the big air jump.
Hey, the bigger, the better. Let's go.
Let's check out some cars that we're going to have trouble pronouncing the names of. First up, we have Jean Ettore in the 94 Bugatti EB110.
Okay, I got this one. We got Tig Wilderson in the McLaren Solus GT. How'd it do?
Sounded good to me. Then we have Deckard Shaw in the Koenigsegg Gamera.
I think it's Koenigsegg.
Deckard Shaw's in the gray car.
Okay, last up we have Jacob Speed King in the Pagani Zonda R.
These cars are just too expensive for me to know how to pronounce their names.
You got this, Rudy.
Here we go with the first of 4 races. The top 2 drivers will advance to the final round.
Okay, let me do this, Rudy.
Do it.
Bugatti, 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 let's go racing.
You had that prepared the whole time, didn't you?
I just lived out my lifelong dream as an announcer.
We've got contact going into the merge. Jean Ettore leading the pack in the yellow Bugatti. Tig Wilderson in distant second.
He's going for it.
Whoa! Wow!
Big air, baby.
These cars are really not made for jumping.
Hey, Jean Boy sent that thing over the ramp. I love it.
A wild, uncontrolled jump there by Jean Ettore. Let's check out this replay here. Jean leading this entire race. It looks like he was debating whether to go off the jump or not. Turns at the last second and just sends it.
Jean Ettore is my hero.
That was a hard crash landing, but he does get the bonus. Deckard Shaw appeared to be attempting a barrel roll. Let's see that again from the finish cam.
Watch how far that car flies.
John nosedives that one.
I think he has potential to jump all the way to the finish line.
Look at that attempted barrel roll by Deckard Shaw.
Oh man, if he made the full revolution and landed it, that would have been awesome.
Tig Wilderson also attempting the jump, did not make it past the line. That's going to be 7 points on the scoreboard for Jean Ettore. Deckard Shaw in second with 3, Tig Wilderson has 2. Jacob Speed King on the bottom of the scoreboard with 1.
That was a good start. Let's go at it again.
The drivers will be rotating lanes between each race. And they're off for race 2. We've got a lot of horsepower here on the track today. Jean out in front. Tig Wilderson gets pushed up on the side wall. Jacob Speed King closing in on Jean in the yellow Bugatti.
We just lost Deckard Shaw.
Is Jean going for it? No.
Whoa.
But Jacob Speed King takes the jump and nails the landing.
That is what I'm talking about, Jacob Speed King. That was awesome. He's my hero.
I thought you said Jean Ettore was your hero.
Well, Jean avoided the ramp. Jacob landed that jump, so I've got a new hero.
You know, your lack of loyalty is kind of disturbing.
I'm loyal to the big air 3D.
The big air.
I live, breathe, smell, taste big air.
So that's what that smell is?
Yes. Well, no. What smell?
Here's the replay. Jean Ettore once again gets the whole shot on the first straight, but watch Jacob Speed King in the white Pagani. He was trying to catch up to Jean Ettore to take over the lead. Was not able to. Goes for the big air jump, lands it, adding an extra 2 points to his score. So both Jacob and Jean will get 5 points on this race.
Very smart move there by Jacob Speed King. I've said it in the last series. I'll say it again. The path to victory is not around the jump.
Are we doing this again?
The path to victory.
Let's finish the score first, okay?
I'm trying to drop some sweet nuggets of wisdom.
Your sweet nuggets of wisdom are going to have to wait, okay?
The people need to hear this. I will not be silent.
Oops, that's something we call a mute button.
It's not funny, 3D.
So far, Jean Ettore in the yellow Bugatti has a massive 6-point lead over the competition. We got 2 more races to go coming up after the break.
The path to victory is big air.
Welcome back. You're watching the Super Stadium Racing Supercar Tournament here on the 3D Botmaker Diecast Racing League.
I'm back also after I was rudely muted in the last race.
It was necessary.
Totally uncalled for, but I forgive you.
I'm not apologetic in the least.
I'm a forgiving man, 3D. I hold no grudges.
What about Baby Milton?
Baby Milton, okay?
Oh, wow.
Him and his father, if that's really who he is, can go.
Okay, so much for no grudges.
He's a cheater.
It's a baby.
More like an immature small person.
Well, that's what babies are. Jean Ettore pushed up on the side wall. A lot of paint swapping through the turn. Jean Ettore back up in second. Jacob Speed King holding the lead. He's swerving out of control. Oh, what just happened?
Oh, that was beautiful, 3D.
Did Jean Ettore just drive?
Oh, God.
What was that?
That was pathetic. That's what that was.
Why even try if you're not going to go for it?
You can't halfway take the jump.
We're also missing Deckard Shaw. He stopped over there by the wagon garage.
Maybe he's looking to trade in that Koenigsegg.
For a wagon?
Hey, a wagon is a very practical vehicle.
Let's see this replay. Jean Ettore right there, back in third, was up on the side wall. Look at this right here, though. Jean goes high on the turn, passes up Deckard Shaw, bumps into the wall. Then look at Jacob Speed King, taps the wall, drifts left, then takes a hard right, goes up slightly on the ramp as Jean Ettore slides right underneath for the pass.
Wow.
That is an incredible move by Jean Ettore.
I'm not sure who's more impressive here. Is it Jean Ettore for going under, or is it Jacob Speed King for jumping over the Bugatti?
Look, they're both impressive racers. You know who's not impressive?
Tig Welderson.
And the scoreboard clearly reflects that. Here's the score going into the final race. We have Jean Ettore with 17. Jacob Speed King has 9. Deckard Shaw 5, Tig Welderson has 2. The top 2 in points will be moving on. Who's going to join Jean Ettore in the finals? Here we go.
Someone's going to need some big air if they want to move on.
Jean Ettore starting to pull away. First through the merge. Whoa! Tig Welderson and Deckard Shaw getting tangled up back there. Jean Ettore moving fast, hits the wall, bouncing side to side.
Let's see some air.
Oh! Here comes Deckard Shaw with a big jump.
Go Shaw.
Makes it past the line. That might shake up the points right there. Here comes Jacob Speed King and Tig Welderson to pass the line. Jean Ettore once again upside down in that Bugatti. I can't imagine what the repair bill is going to be.
I'm pretty sure John's got some deep pockets.
While we're waiting for the final score, let's go to the instant replay, brought to you by the 3D Bot Maker channel members. Join today at the pit crew member level, and you'll get access to behind-the-scenes footage.
You're not going to show my face, are you?
No, nobody wants to see your face.
Okay, good.
Jean Ettore absolutely dominating today, winning every single race.
That's a clean sweep, right?
It is, but we're not doing the graphic in this series.
Well, that's no fun.
Jean Ettore good at going off the jumps, but not really landing them. But Deckard Shaw, on the other hand, made it past the line and landed it. Let's see what the final score is, and it's going to be Jean Ettore and Jacob Speed King moving on to the final round. Jacob Speed King with 1 point over Deckard Shaw. It was really that DNF in race 3 that cost Deckard Shaw.
Well, we certainly do appreciate that last jump by Deckard Shaw. Maybe next time, Deckard Shaw. Maybe next time.
That means Team Bugatti and Team Pagani will be represented in the finals, but McLaren and Koenigsegg, the company that made the great cars, still have a chance of making it in, because coming up in the next race, we have a Bugatti Chiron, a McLaren Speedtail.
That sounds fast.
And, say it with me, a Koenigsegg Jesco, and a Pagani Hyra.
Hail Hydra.
Welcome back to the 3D Bot Maker Diecast Racing League Super Stadium Racing Supercar Tournament.
You know, I gotta say, I think supercars and jumps make a good combination.
Well, the insurance companies certainly aren't liking it.
They're no fun anyways.
We also had a talk with Frank, our new camera guy, and he's going to try to make sure he catches the cars going past the finish line this time.
Hey, you know what? He's new. He got distracted by the big air. And I mean, look at that. Can you really blame the guy?
Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're blaming the new guy.
Oh, that's right. Frank, get it together, buddy.
Up first, driving in the Bugatti Chiron, is Mark Skidmore.
One of my favorite models of the Bugatti right there.
Then up next, we have Alexander Schenk in the McLaren Speedtail.
We got Alexander Schenk in the house.
Well, he's on the track.
You know what I mean, 3D.
Then up next, in the Koenigsegg Jesco, is Jean Girard.
Oh, another Jean.
A popular name.
Wait, isn't that Ricky Bobby's nemesis?
Shake and bake. And last up, we have Johann Schmidt in the Pagani Hyra.
Hail Hydra.
It's Hyra, not Hydra.
Tomato, tomato, my friend.
No, they're very different things. Here we go. The drivers are all lined up waiting for the green light.
Do it, 3D. Do it.
I don't want to.
Do it.
Fine. Bugatti, Bugatti, Bugatti. Let's go racing, boys.
Come on. Say it with some passion.
It's not my thing, okay?
Okay, Mr. Boring.
Jean Girard out in the lead. Mark Skidmore currently in second place in the black Bugatti. Girard looking good so far.
Go for that air. Ah, come on.
Here comes Johann Schmidt.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
There we go. That's how you start things off. Johann Schmidt getting it done in that Hydra.
Again, it's Hyra.
That's what I said, little buddy.
Oh, look at that. Alexander Schenk stuck over on the turn.
Is that car going forwards or backwards?
I think he got spun around. You can see a lot of contact there going into that turn. Jean Girard did a great job getting out in front of the pack, kept up the pace, and made it all the way to the finish line first.
Yeah, but he chickened out on the jump.
I think it's just good strategy. You don't want to mess up your car in the first race.
Oh, look at Johann Schmidt through the air. Wow, I love that angle.
That was a very impressive jump by Johann Schmidt. Let's see it from the finish cam. Gets the pass there over Mark Skidmore. Nice landing, and he will definitely get the bonus points. That's going to tie Johann Schmidt and Jean Girard. Both have 5. Mark Skidmore has 2, and Alexander Schenk Well, he's got 0 so far.
That Speedtail is not looking very fast.
Here we go for race 2, and they're go for green. The drivers have rotated positions. Alexander Schenk in the lead this time.
He needs some points on the board.
Jean Girard in second place, drifting around that corner.
Jean Girard looking like the man to beat today.
Alexander Schenk moving fast. Whoa! Wow!
Did he make it to the line?
I don't know, but that may have been the biggest jump so far this tournament. That Speedtail is definitely helping with the aerodynamics through the air. What a jump there by Alexander Schenk.
The Schenk man getting it done out there. Wow.
You can see right here, he gets the hole shot. Jean Girard got slowed down there, tried to catch up through the turn, but then watch Alexander Schenk, keeps it going straight, heads right towards that jump, and then look at that McLaren soar through the air. Wow.
That was beautiful.
Alexander Schenk comes down just short of the finish line. There is an additional 1-point bonus if you can jump past that finish line, which is crazy.
Hey, we saw it in the last tournament.
That's true, it can be done. But regardless, that's going to be a big points boost for Alexander Schenk, who now has 7, tying Johann Schmidt for second place. Jean Girard still on top with 8.
Wow, it's a very tight race so far on the scoreboard.
Yes, it is. We still got 2 more races to go, coming up right after the break, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right
on
back.
The track.
What was that?
Oh, sorry, we weren't doing that?
That's at the end.
Oh, that's my bad.
Welcome back. You're watching the Super Stadium Racing Supercar Tournament here on the 3D Botmaker Diecast Racing League.
Now, 3D, are these supercars or hypercars?
I think most of them would qualify to be hypercars, but supercars, Super Stadium Racing, it kind of went together.
It all sounds super to me.
Here we go with race 3 of 4. Jean Girard is your current leader in the blue Koenigsegg.
But Alexander Schenk is the leader in a Hertz.
I don't know what that means. Jean Girard with a slight lead here. A close group going into the merge. Alexander Schenk was popped up on 2 wheels, but now is out in front. Whoa!
Whoa, he passed underneath the Bugatti.
This is wild. Jean Girard with a strong lead here. Whoa, he spins out.
He's going for it.
And Mark Skidmore takes the lead. And wow, that was a close finish between Mark Skidmore and Alexander Schenk. I think the lead in this race changed about 3 or 4 times.
Hey, at least Mark Skidmore tried the jump. Not enough speed at all, but you gotta applaud his efforts.
Look at this exchange right here. Watch Alexander Schenk and Mark Skidmore both get sideways on the turn. Then Jean Girard drives underneath Mark Skidmore's car for an absolutely wild pass. I thought Girard had it, but then he hits the wall, spins out. Mark Skidmore decides to go for the jump that actually slows him down, and he just barely passes the line before Alexander Schenk, who was driving in reverse. Just a crazy turn of events on that race.
That McLaren Speedtail looks like it can go fast forwards or backwards.
Alexander Schenk almost got that one over Mark Skidmore. And look at that, Schenk is now on top of the scoreboard with 10. Jean Girard and Johann Schmidt both have 9. Mark Skidmore has 8. This is such a tight race. The top 2 advance on to the next round. It could be anybody at this point.
Bugatti, Pagani, McLaren, Koenigsegg, let's go racing, boys.
This is it, the 4th and final race. Only 2 points separate the top from the bottom. Alexander Schenk makes his way to the front. Jean Girard in second. Alexander Schenk putting the pedal to the metal.
Oh, he's gonna fly!
Oh my goodness, again!
Yes!
Alexander Schenk absolutely fearless in that McLaren Speedtail.
He is a monster, 3D. He is a big air monster.
And it looks like Mark Skidmore has skidded out, so he will definitely not be advancing on.
Tough luck, Mark. Maybe next time.
You can see some great blocking there by Alexander. Takes over the lead, and then he just has so much control over this car. We've seen other drivers bouncing into the walls, but look at Alexander Schmidt in that McLaren. Straight as an arrow right to the jump. And man, he almost made it to the finish line again.
I love it. Alexander Schenk is my personal hero.
Okay, how many heroes do you have?
Anyone who can fly like that is a superhero in my book.
It was certainly a very impressive jump. And there's the final score. Alexander Schenk and Johann Schmidt will be advancing on to the finals.
Okay, now I want to point this out. What do you see in common with the 2 drivers advancing on to the next round?
The color of the cars are similar?
No, don't be so basic. Both of them took the big air jump.
That is true, and the other 2 didn't.
So now you can see, as I've been saying this whole time, the path to victory, come on, say it with me,
Okay, fine.
is big air.
You're right. You're right.
I have been vindicated.
You certainly have. And there you have it, our 4 finalists for the Supercar Tournament. We've got Jean Ettore in the yellow Bugatti, Jacob Speed King in the white Pagani Zonda R, Alexander Schenk in the McLaren Speedtail, and Johann Schmidt in the Pagani Hydra.
Hail Hydra.
Would you stop hailing Hydra already?
So that's going to be 2 Pagani's in the finals.
Yes, it is. 2 Paganis, 1 Bugatti, a McLaren, and Koenigsegg has been knocked out of the tournament.
Maybe next time, Koenigsegg. Maybe next time.
We hope you enjoyed today's race. Coming up next is the finals. Hit that like button. Make sure you're subscribed. Until next time, I'm 3D Botmaker.
And I'm 2D.
And we'll see you on
right after
the track.
break. Oops.
What are you doing?
I thought you were cutting to commercial.
The race is over. Why would I cut to commercial?
You know what? That's my bad.
Welcome back. You're watching the 3D Botmaker Diecast Racing League Super Stadium Racing Supercar Tournament Finals.
It's time to see who's the best of the supercars.
Well, we've got a Bugatti, a McLaren, and 2 Paganis.
I like my Pagani with cheese.
I think you might be thinking of a Panini.
Pagani, Panini, it's all the same to me.
Okay, well, let's take a look at our 4 finalists. Up first, we have Jean Ettore in the 1994 Bugatti EB110 SS.
Worst car model name ever.
True. Jean Ettore, one of the top contenders here in today's finals. Will he be able to fly his way to victory?
I certainly hope to see some big air out there. Up next, we have Jacob Speed King in the Panini Zonda R.
It's Pagani.
Well, you said Panini earlier.
I thought you were mixed up between the two.
You're making this complicated.
It's Pagani. Forget everything else I said before.
Okay, it's Pagani.
Correct. Up next in the McLaren Speedtail, we have Alexander Schenk.
This guy was giving new meaning to the term big air. Look at this jump right here from the first round. That car was soaring through the air like a plane.
I'm definitely looking forward to see what he does here today in the finals.
And finally, last up, we have Johann Schmidt in the Pagani, right?
Yes.
Hydra.
No.
Oh, come on. Make up your mind already.
You had the first part right.
You know, I don't even care how it's pronounced. Hail Hydra. Okay?
It's not Hydra, and stop hailing Hydra.
Fine, I'll just hail the Fiero.
You really don't have to hail anything.
Maybe I'll stick my hand out like
this. Put your hand down, Tootie.
What?
Put it down.
So sensitive.
Okay, here we go with race 1 of 4 of the Supercar Super Stadium Racing Finals. They are off as the light goes green. Jean Ettore starting on the inside lane. Jacob Speed King with the lead into the merge. It's Speed King and Ettore out in front. Jean Ettore gets around Jacob Speed King. Now he's flying ahead.
Going for the big air? Oh, come on.
No, Jacob goes for it, though.
I missed it. I was watching the yellow car. Whoa.
Alexander Schenk getting knocked around after falling off the ramp. We've got 2 supercars upside down on the track. 1 Bugatti up on the curb. A very chaotic start to this finals.
That was a very disappointing start for Jean Ettore.
What do you mean? He won the race with an amazing pass over Jacob Speed King.
Yeah, but he chickened out in the jump.
You know, it might not be a bad idea to avoid the jump on the first race. Take the win, get your tires warmed up. You don't want to have a bad wreck at the start and mess up your car.
That's a great strategy and all, but that is not the path to victory.
Not this again.
Don't worry, I'm not going to say it.
Good.
Because you already know.
Yes, we all know, no need to say it.
That the path to victory, I'm not going to finish that.
You said you weren't going to say it.
Say what? I didn't say anything.
It sounds like you're still saying it.
I did not say the path to victory is big air.
You just said it right now.
Because you said I said it, but I didn't say that before I said it.
Okay, now this is just turning into a who's on first.
Well, who is on first?
Jean Ettore and Jacob Speed King currently tied on top with 5 points each. Jacob Speed King getting a 2-point bonus for that big air jump. Alexander Schenk in the McLaren Speedtail has 2, and Johann Schmidt in the red car has 1. They're lined up at the start again, and they're go for green for race 2. A close group of cars here. Jacob Speed King pulling into the front position. Contact there between Johann Schmidt and Alexander Schenk. Whoa, we just lost Jean Ettore.
Down goes the Bugatti.
He's going for the jump. Wait, no.
Whoa. Johann Schmidt with the big air. That's how you do it right there, baby.
A massive jump by Johann Schmidt in the red Pagani. And we are down 1 car here at the finish line. Jean Ettore upside down in the Bugatti. That's certainly going to hurt him on the scoreboard with that DNF. Let's try to see what happened. He was high on the turn. Seems like he was leaning on Johann Schmidt's car, and when Johann pulled away, Jean Ettore flipped right over. Now I thought right here Jacob Speed King was going to go for the jump, but he avoids it.
Yeah, that was a pretty weak move.
But look at how high Johann Schmidt was in the air. A massive jump there for Team Pagani. Here it is again from the finish cam.
Let's see that car fly. Nice.
Oh yeah, that car is way up there.
A little more speed and he could have jumped over Jacob Speed King.
Here's the scores at the halfway point. Jacob Speed King is on top with 10. Johann Schmidt currently in second with 6. Jean Ettore has 5. And Alexander Schenk has 4. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, it's the second half of the Supercar Tournament Finals. Welcome back to the 3D Botmaker Diecast Racing League Super Stadium Racing Supercar Tournament Finals.
That's a whole lot of super going on.
I guess we could have called it Super Duper.
Duper?
Yeah, like super duplicated twice.
That's not what comes to my mind when I think of the word duper.
I guess you might be right there. Jacob Speed King in the white Pagani, your current leader with 10 points on the board. There's still 2 races left, and they are off for race 3. This time it's John Ettore leading them into the turn. There's some contact on the corner. John Ettore out in front. Will he take the jump this time?
Go for the air. Oh my goodness! Wow.
He did a barrel roll.
Finally, somebody actually completed a barrel roll.
That was so awesome to see. We've seen it attempted several times before, but John Ettore actually completed the rotation. He rotated a little too far on the landing and wrecked still, but
he made the whole rotation, landed on his tires, then he wrecked, but that counts in my book.
That definitely counts. Let's see it again.
Did he jump past the bigger line too?
I think he did. Let's see right here. Yes, he does.
Such a smooth move through the air.
Some might even call that a super duper air
3D.
move. What?
3D.
What?
No.
I just thought that maybe...
We're not doing it. Look at this.
That is amazing.
Highbrow art in motion, my friend. In motion.
And he cleared the big airline. That means he's going to get 2 extra bonus points. We're waiting for the score on this race. Here it is from the finish cam.
Looks like Johann Schmidt went for the jump too.
Yes, he did. And he's going to get bonus points for that as well.
Nice job, Johann Schmidt.
And here's the scores going into the final race. Jacob Speed King on top with 13. John Ettore only down by 1 point with 12. Johann Schmidt has 10. Alexander Schenk on the bottom with 5. But the score is very close between the top 3 competitors here. This is it. They are off for the final race. Who's going to take it?
It's either going to be a Bugatti or a Pagani.
Jacob Speed King with a fast start here. Johann Schmidt gets into the back end of John Ettore. Jacob Speed King all alone on the track. He's really moving now.
Go for the air.
Here we go.
Yes.
Whoa. Wow.
I told you, 3D.
A massive jumping finish for Jacob Speed King. And that's going to be enough to make him the Supercar Tournament Champion.
Did he get that big air, 3D?
Yes, he did.
Did he take the path to victory?
Yes, he was victorious.
So if we put those 2 things together, one might say that the path to victory is...
the path that Jacob Speed King took.
3D.
He won because he went for 2 big air
It's
bonuses.
big air. Yes, yes. Good job, 3D. You figured it out.
He also won 2 out of the 4 races, so the path to victory is also speed.
Yes, but speed is a byproduct of big air.
That doesn't make any sense.
Okay, fine. That was a reach.
A big reach. Let's see that final jump by Jacob Speed King one more time here from the finish cam.
You know, seeing these supercars fly through the air just never gets old.
Let's see, did John Ettore make the jump as well? Yes, he does. Wow.
Nice job, John Ettore.
Here's the final scores. Jacob Speed King finishes with 20 points. John Ettore takes second with 17. Johann Schmidt finishes in third with 12. And Alexander ends the race with 6.
And there he is, the Speed King himself, Jacob. They might need to call him the Air King after this race.
An amazing performance today by Jacob Speed King, your Super Stadium Racing Supercar Tournament Champion. Coming up next, it's time for King of the Mountain.
Oh, we're heading back to Race City.
Yes, we are, but hopefully a safer Race City.
I'll get my fatality button ready.
We hope you enjoyed today's race. If you did, give it a like. Until next time, I'm 3D Botmaker.
And I'm 2D.
And we'll see you on the track.